Hello, welcome to today's Decay, where we celebrate births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time. It is May 11th, all day, and here are all the dates that really rate. And this day in 1811, Chang and Ang Bunker were born, conjoined twins who performed in sideshows around the world, were considered too sexually attractive to enter France. The country of France felt like women were going to ravage them, and they worried for society or something. I don't know. Or maybe they just thought they were worried their women would get too attached to them. I don't know. Right. So what else about them? They would taste each other's food and smell. Some of their senses were somehow connected, but only like where they were actually connected, they could both feel pain or sensation. But like as like you worked your way out, that was not the case. There's a plaster cast of them at the Mutter Museum. Mutter Museum? I think it's the Mutter Museum. Umlauts. In Philadelphia, that I used to live in Philly, and I'd book shows every month, and very often bands would travel and stay in my apartment, and so the next day we'd get up and have breakfast and like go to the Mutter Museum basically every month. So I've seen Chang and Ang a lot. So it was like four years of that times 12. Oh, and then, all right. What else? Salvador Dali, born this day in 1904, who was a troubled individual, because I definitely grew up very interested in his work, and I feel like he eclipses other surrealist artists out there, which is an unfair thing, although I guess that's just a statement of how effective and impactful his work was. Although he also was a supporter of fascism, maybe just for shock value's sake. I don't know. And he's one of the only surrealist painters that I know of who like turned his name into a brand by creating like a line of men's neckties with his artwork on it in the, I think, late 40s and maybe 50s, probably both 40s and 50s. Which, I don't know, I'm saying that like it's a fault, but I don't, anybody else was not selling their name, putting their name on products and selling them, for better or worse. I feel like it's almost something that belongs in like the Dadaist era. Yeah, I don't know. Something of note, that's all. Better, for better or worse, I don't know. I mean, it's good that artists can make money off their work, but I think those other people were like living hand to mouth, basically. So maybe they should have just followed suit and done the same thing, right? Or not followed suit, followed necktie. Also on this day, Kansas Joe McCoy was born 1905, who is probably best known as a duo with Memphis Minnie. Together they were fantastic. This is rock and roll before rock and roll, and I love every minute of it. Dracula's Daughter, speaking of every minute of it, which is probably the runtime something like 63 minutes or something along those lines. Dracula's Daughter premiered this day, 1936. Gloria Holden is the lead actress, and it is a great movie. I won't say it's flawed, but there certainly was the intention to have Bela Lugosi featured prominently in this movie, and I think there's even a script of it here. Where is it? All right. Forget me. I can't find it right this second. Anyway, it's a great movie, but they don't even use Bela Lugosi in it. They have a like body double they burnt instead, which is a shame, because there's all this like, if only, which I guess what you get for a sequel to Dracula proper is Return of the Vampire with Lugosi in the early 40s, which is a solid unofficial sequel to Dracula. But this one could have really been something. Oh well. Anyway, it's great on its own. Speaking of Lugosi, on this day in 1955, Eddie Wood Jr.'s masterpiece, Bride of the Monster premiered. I feel like Plan 9 gets the majority of the attention, but Bride of the Monster hits on every level you could possibly want. Yeah. So here you go, May 11th, from me to you. There's your suggestions on different ways to shape your reality in a way that is historically relevant and colors your world in a way that you're not just getting down by modern news, right? Yeah. I mean, not to say that you should hide from the world, but balancing it with things that bring you joy and connect with what you want to see in life, yeah, not so bad, right? Which reminds me, this brings us to a close on the entire year of doing today's Decays. Tomorrow, I will be lapping myself, and maybe, just maybe, I have some exciting news for what that could mean. Right? Fun. All right. So, till tomorrow. Goodbye.